What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Hollywood Sports bringing you another video. What's up? What's up? What's up? Guys, it's time for some more My League in NBA 2K20
and just about
with my Boston Celtics, guys. We are ready to go. Let's do it.
In just a moment.
If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button if you want to. But shout out to Team Hollywood. Let's go.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, almost all of the Greek Freak's points come in the paint.
Nice suits, man.
Giannis said, I can already do a lot of damage, basically without a jump shot. Just driving, making plays.
That's the man we got to worry about right there, man.
It's going to be a problem for a lot of players in this league. Kevin?
You're right, DA. It'll be scary. Thanks. And our early season power rankings, of course, a lot should change over the course of the year, but this is where we stand now. Look at Milwaukee.
They're all undefeated, man. We're down in ninth. We're down in ninth in the power ranking.
And you know, for Boston, they've
2-1 record. We're just below the Lakers.
But it's been in flashes. If they want to move up this list, it may take greater focus, greater commitment.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for Boston, round the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart.
Here we go.
And it's Cantor in at the center.
Well, the Bucks on offense look to swing
things
around
A plus.
Pick up the tempo as much as they can.
Well, you know, this team was second in the league in pace. Want to get the ball down the floor and get an easy 3 or a transition chance. That was their game plan. This approach had them as the 4th best offense in the league last year.
Walker's shot is off. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Knicks in New York.
A pull up over 3
for Lopez.
What?
And a miss there on the triple. Here's Cantor. Good. And
there we go, Cantor. Off the glass. Let's go. Man, pick up.
The Bucks. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
That giant wingspan of Antetokounmpo, man, wreaking havoc on opposing players and really mucking up passing lanes too, man. He can be everywhere with that ferocious motor and those long arms.
Boston with the ball. After the basket by Milwaukee, Tatum dishes to Cantor. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot clock at 5. Ring shot on the way. Jump shot is good.
Let's go, baby. We need you.
Boy, it's so good to see Walker pulling up with that kind of confidence. I mean, his jump shot seems to be getting better every year.
And Cantor pulls it down.
And that's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4.
We're to come to the basket. Brown.
11 feet away. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Tatum.
And I know the defense was all over Brown that time, guys, but in the end, he's just too skilled for him in the paint.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Giannis. Trying to get open is Lopez. Can't get it to fall. He's missed the second after making his first.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Tatum against Lopez. Tatum passes to Cantor. Walker taking his time here. Here's Smart.
I know he went to hit that one.
For Milwaukee, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter.
Well, the evolution of Brook Lopez continues as he is now a premier stretch 5. His three-point shot continues to get better and now a huge part of his arsenal.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
And
the Bucks miss again. And Lopez bold enough to give himself a nickname.
Yeah.
Keep shooting those threes, baby. Let's go, Walker.
Or something like that. I guess he's earned it with the work he's put in on his outside shooting. More and more centers these days shooting the three ball.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Kemba Walker making his last shot.
Help out.
Here's Bledsoe. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Nice job by Bledsoe keeping the mid-range game alive, because that requires shot discretion, and he showed it to you there.
And Cantor wide open. He shoots. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Stop ball.
Puts it up from 15. Here's Lopez.
Good
It's
D, good
deflected.
D.
They get it back. They recover it.
Let's
Giannis, no good.
Let's
Walker
go.
with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. And this is the first season matchup
Let's
for
go.
them against this
Let's
Milwaukee
go.
team.
You have plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
Exactly, dispatched in the conference semis, and so they'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge in this game. They should be highly motivated.
Here's Antetokounmpo, following the basket by Jaylen Brown.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Passes it to Cantor. Brown dishes to Cantor. Outside, Walker. Shot clock at 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the
right
game.
there.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Hill comes in for Wesley Matthews. There's 1:38 left to play in the first. On the wing, Brown. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Bucks. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Hill finds Bledsoe. Now Giannis. Pass to Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
Now here's Cantor. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Knicks in New York.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Walker the pass to Cantor. Over Giannis.
Taking bad
no
shots,
good that
man.
time either. Bucks trail by 4. .29 seconds left here in the first quarter. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Man, I like the fact that Middleton, because of his strength, is able to fight through contact and get shots to fall even when he's been hit.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the evening. Middleton, no good on the free throw.
And Middleton, the former second-round pick now, has put a lot of work in on his game. I mean, a ton of work. Really carving out a nice spot in the league as a result of his hard work.
Brown outside. Smart on the wing. Over Hill. Connects on the 17-footer.
And for people who would like to see Smart take fewer threes, that mid-range J is a welcome sight.
And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics lead by 4. And we'll be back right after this. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 5 player. With his skill set and physical tools, he can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Ilyasova holding down the forward spots. Then it's George Hill, and then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's DiVincenzo in at the two-guard spot. Who do you think is the best center right now, spacing the floor and also embracing the traditional responsibilities of a center?
Boy, I tell you, it wasn't until the playoffs of this past season that I got to see Jokic. My goodness, he is a joy to watch. His footwork, his shot making, his skill, and I think his passing is probably the best attribute of his game. But I would put him in that category because he can make the deep three. Embiid is streaky from there. In terms of the balanced approach, I think probably you could throw Karl Anthony Towns in.
Push it.
Good name. Up the floor. Walker's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Boy, Ilyasova, really an aggressive mindset scorer. I mean, when he's in rhythm and he's getting the ball in a good spot, he's a highly effective point producer.
Here is Hayward, following the bucket by the Bucks. Outside Williams. Middleton against Hayward, and stolen by Ilyasova. And they're pushing it up. Middleton outside. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Now, here's Walker. He's coming off a 19-point game against New York. Hayward kicks to Smart. On the wing, Williams. Clock at 6. Over Ilyasova. Boston again missing. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, I love how fast Antetokounmpo gets to the basket. One of the most mobile guys in the game.
The Celtics have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Walker the pass to Williams. He dishes it to Cantor. Williams kicks to Cantor. Boston needs to get off a shot. Here's Williams. Off the left rim and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Man, how about the vision of the hometown hero, George Hill, spotting a teammate and whipping it over quickly.
So the Celtics called timeout, their first.
Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Now here's Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Poirier. Back to Williams. Will it go? Gets that one to fall after missing his first
shot,
2.
Williams.
1 for 3 from the field. The efficiency of Giannis, Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
Shoots from the block, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
Walker against Hill. Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Williams has got it all tied up now for Boston. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good D by Williams.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Passes to Walker. Hayward outside. And Wanamaker has it in the corner. Williams, that's for 2. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Hayward against Hill.
Oh, I thought we had an interception.
With the basket on the assist by Hill. Hill's got 4 assists now tonight.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now here's Williams. He's got 5. Unloads from 13. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Well, we'll see if they have the awareness to realize that.
Here's Hill. An easy 2 points on the layup. Hill's got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee.
You know, Hill is long and athletic, but deceptively strong, as he showed you there, using his body well.
And Walker kicks to Hayward. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And, you know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really, really score.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. He hits both from the stripe.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Antetokounmpo to the left wing. Here's Bledsoe. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks ahead, up 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, you know, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Coming in on the heels of a whopping performance in their last game, he's had no let-up in that fire here tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
So far, I love their commitment on the glass. Even when they were playing well, their rebounding remained a priority. And so far, the other side hasn't matched their effort.
We got to stop turning the ball
Shaq,
over, man.
what are your thoughts on Boston?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those were some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together,
no, we shoot 45%.
Take control of this game.
Out rebounding us.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Tatum and Cantor together down low. Walker and Smart, the guards. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
Walker finds Brown. Back to Walker. Played in with a nice touch.
I love that play right there, baby.
Walker's got 9 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Middleton can't get it to go. Boston trailing.
You You know, in just his first season with Milwaukee, a huge success for Coach Budenholzer. I mean, came in and led the team to the top seed in the East, gave the franchise a huge boost, and I think they found their leader for the next several years.
Come on.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo.
Good defense.
16 points for him. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And the dunk by Brown.
Brown runs the floor like a locomotive, 225 pounds, and wrecks defenses in transition.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Bucks. Clark for the Bucks. The players said Budenholzer instilled a sense of confidence in the team.
And you know what? Sometimes you have a coaching change, and that injection of a different type of approach and the change in culture can make a big difference. Coach Budenholzer has always shown the ability to get the most out of his roster, and shows you what a difference a coach can make.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Tatum finds Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Over Bledsoe. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 4 this quarter.
Takes an awful lot to throw Walker off his game. This guy has great concentration and is precise in what he does.
Now here's Bledsoe. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Enes Kanter.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
No good on the free throw. And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me. Shot's good by Walker.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Bledsoe. Back to Middleton. Takes a 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And during his time in Charlotte, so much fell on the shoulders of Kemba Walker.
Yeah, you think about it. The first 8 years of his time in Charlotte, he did not play with an all-star teammate, but he managed to not complain or whine about it, does his job at a high level, and has proved that he's an all-star player himself.
Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Now here's Bledsoe. Matthews passes to Bledsoe. It's Hill on the way.
Good help, bro. Good help.
And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Hill's got 5 now.
Well, you can't lose sight of Hill when he's out on the perimeter. A deadly shooter from deep.
Williams with the ball. He has 5. In the corner, Smart with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Matthews scanning the floor. Bledsoe for 3. And Boston with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Love that play, baby.
Chris
Love that
Middleton
play.
was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system.
Take his right side. There you go.
Coach Mike Budenholzer.
There you go.
He said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is: a team player and a complete player, not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Boston. Brad Wanamaker comes in for Kemba Walker. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Korver's checked in. Jacks up a three. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Brown with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Back to Tatum. And there it is for him. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring
effectively. Take his right side. Take his right side. You want to go right.
Bledsoe right side. Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer.
Come on, man.
Bledsoe's got 6.
You know, really, Bledsoe has to keep hitting it from deep. When he does, I think that really opens up the floor for him and
buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may see a review
come
here.
on.
That was pretty close. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks
that's
pretty
good,
clear-cut
baby.
on the
That's
instant
good all
replay.
the
I
way.
mean, the ball was out of his hands
That's
in
good
time.
all the way.
I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
The third quarter comes to a close.
Hang on.
Celtics out in front. They finish off the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for the Bucks, they've got Kyle Korver, George Hill out there at Bledsoe. And then there's Antetokounmpo, and it's Lopez in at the center position. Now here's Brown. It's Sullivan, Antetokounmpo.
Doing too early.
Korver gets a wide open look. The three-pointer, no
good. Good board, Tatum.
Celtics leading by 7. Here's Wanamaker. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Hayward. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 to shoot. Over onto the Kumbo. Hayward can't hit.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Here's Wanamaker after Eric Bledsoe's score. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Williams finds Hayward. Shoots over Korver.
Come on, Hayward.
Comes off the front of the rim. Bucks trail by 5. Poked away and stolen by Tatum. Here's Wanamaker, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Wanamaker's got his first points in this one. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Here's Wanamaker after Eric Bledsoe's score. It's Brown on the wing. Now Tatum, pocket 6. Inside, Williams. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Milwaukee.
Well, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul him.
And the first one at the line is good. A different look for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton's checked in for Corver. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Hill. And Williams
play our game, guys. We're going to be okay.
Well, he just plays with such tenacity on both ends. Williams is a rising talent who wants to prove he belongs.
Now here's Lopez. Back to Bledsoe. No good that time. Excellent D there from Williams. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Brown outside. Lays it up.
Good take, Brown. Good take.
And the Celtics lead by 9.
I think that's where Brown is at his best, guys. He's a muscular athlete who loves finishing strong through contact.
Shot's good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 6 here in this quarter.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
You know, while Eric Bledsoe isn't a 20-point-per-game scorer like he was in Phoenix, you could argue that he's a more effective player since coming to Milwaukee. His efficiency is at a career-high level.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Williams. Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Good defense,
well, I was
Brad.
able
Good
to listen
defense,
in on
man.
what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
And he knocks down the first one. And for Bledsoe and the Bucks, he's been a great fit, Clark, as a third option on the team.
Yeah, I agree, guys, because it really comes down to recognizing the right spot and right role for you with your team. And Bledsoe himself recognizes that. He says he's the happiest he's ever been since coming to Milwaukee.
Smart kicks to Tatum. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Cantor, the pass to Brown. Shoots from 12. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Brown. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far. And when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Outside, Walker. Back to Smart. Over Matthews. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Now here's Giannis.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Here's Cantor. Outside Tatum. 14 feet away. Rebound Milwaukee. Middleton's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Here's the dish to Giannis. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And now it's only a 5-point Celtic lead.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it, that's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Now, here's Cantor. Outside, Walker. Over in the corner, Brown. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Good shot, Brown.
Hey, guys, that's just outstanding confidence from Brown. I mean, getting up with the shot right away and giving the defense no time to react, that's impressive.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They trail by 8. 52 seconds left in the fourth. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kemba Walker.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Here's Hill. They get the rebound. Lopez outside. And here's Matthews from the arc. Here's Antetokounmpo. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see is your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs.
They don't want to foul him.
Basket good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Nope.
No good on the three.
Oh, no.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. And here's Walker. Cantor dishes to Walker. In the corner, Smart with it. Missed.
Hey, that was just an incredible effort from Hill on defense. Doing a good job getting into the body of the shooter and making the shot release difficult.
We beat the Milwaukee
Boston get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win
Kemba,
at
player
home.
of the
And
game.
they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg
All right,
Anthony,
guys, I hope you enjoyed it, man. I really hope you
Thank
did. If you're new to
for
the channel,
watching
hit that
the
subscribe
NBA
button.
Presented by 2K
I want to say thanks for watching, and I will see everybody on the next video.
That's all, folks.